So, do you think women don't like you? Do you assume they will reject you? Do you think it's impossible to have a great relationship? If you do think these things, I feel for you. It's easy to start thinking negative about women and relationships. I understand that. It's difficult out there. Modern dating is difficult. Dating modern women is difficult. It's easy to get into a negative mindset, especially if you've been single for a long time or maybe have never had a girlfriend and you're just used to getting rejected, or you're too afraid to even approach women because you got rejected that one time and she was pretty nasty about it. But I gotta tell you, a negative mindset will continue to ruin your life, not just in terms of not allowing you to find, attract, and keep a keeper, but in all other areas of your life. It becomes a vicious spiral downward. Then you stop caring about your appearance. You start eating crap, because why not? You spend all your time playing video games or watching pornography, doing things that are not helping you become your best self. And then you feel like you're stuck in a hole. Not a good hole, a bad hole. But unless you start thinking positive, you are never going to reach your full potential with women or as a man, regardless of women. Don't take my word for it. It's backed up by science. Psychologists have found that thinking negative affects the part of the brain that focuses on fear, doubt, and limitation, whereas thinking positive affects the brain that focuses on creativity, solutions, and potentially silver linings. So when you force yourself to think positive, you have more of an opportunity to find solutions to problems, to challenges, to interesting situations that you'd like to change. You think of ways to improve yourself and your life. You look for opportunities in the negative. Ultimately, you become a problem solver. Like anything else, the first step to change is awareness. So become aware of the negative thoughts that you have. Now, there's probably going to be tons of them. You don't have to catch them all, but if you catch a few of them and turn them around, flip the script, and think, okay, what if I chose this? Here's your new motto: act as if you chose it. If you can turn that mindset around, then you can look for the positive opportunities, the silver linings, the potential solutions if you're not happy about whatever the situation is. So the question you want to ask yourself is, what is the potential positive in this situation? Sometimes it's very difficult to find a positive. Sometimes you might need to step away from thinking about it for a little bit, or come up with something that doesn't really make a lot of sense. But if you look for the positive, you'll start to retrain your brain to look for the positive. And when you look for the positive, you focus on creativity and solutions. And if you're really stuck in a hole, a bad hole, not a good hole, not Ashley's hole, then you might want to consider my Wake Up to Love program. It will help you turn those negative thoughts around and find the positive in the challenges of life. And as an aside, positive, solution-oriented men are more attractive than negative, downward spiraling men. That's a complete aside from what it's going to do for you, regardless of women. So if you need some help on that, check out my program. Thanks for being here. God bless.